Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler video series videos I've been doing for a little while now. I'll go over there, try food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. And folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I'm actually pretty glad that I'm going to be reviewing this one because I could do with a little extra energy. But we'll get to that. Folks, super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. Not the case today. I actually picked this up probably close to a month ago. I happen to be going out to the old Walmart, as it were, and I've been known to do. And they had a stand right near the door for promotional stuff, and they had this particular item as well as numerous other flavors. I've reviewed 2 of them already on the show. So what is it? What am I reviewing? What are we doing here? Boom! It's Meltdown! Meltdown energy drink. It is real ketones, novel energy, 4 electrolytes. This is KRAZY with a K, so you know it's fuck nut certified. KRAZY key lime pie flavored Meltdown energy drink. Sure, this is one of those newer energy drinks that's like pre-workout and like it's good for you and body remodeling, and from the creators of Bang. Isn't Bang almost like pseudo bankrupt right now? Maybe that's why I haven't seen this since. I don't know what's going on with the whole Bang thing. I've reviewed a number of Bang things, but like I know that they've had some financial issues, but I could see somebody buying them up, though. Like, since they already have so much, like, you know, name brand marketability. But, I don't know. I certainly don't have the money for it. It's got sodium, magnesium, it's 4th fuel, which isn't anything, calcium, and potassium. Sure, man. Like I said, I have reviewed a couple other flavors of this. I could not tell you off the top of my head what they were, but maybe go check those out. One I really didn't like, and the other one was a pretty okay. So we're kind of 1 for 1. Let's find out this one. It just was in my fridge for like a month, and I finally was like, just put it in your car, then you'll remember to review it when you get off work. It has a nice smell. It genuinely has not only a lime kind of smell, but like, yeah, I can see where they're coming from with the key lime aspect. Let's give it a go. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I should also mention 0 sugar. That is not bad at all. What the fuck with that first flavor? The first one of these that I reviewed, I like actively disliked. I literally poured out the rest of it during the review because I did not like it that much. The one I had after that was okay. You know, wasn't anything to write home about, but it was fine. This one, on the other hand, not only is it, you know, better than the previous 2, it's actually pretty dang good. It's sweet, has a nice citrusy kind of taste to it, but again, it's not just like a lime flavor. It's not like it's just trying to basically be Sprite, though I'd be fine with that, because I love Sprite. It is trying to emphasize and trying to emulate that sort of key lime flavor. And it actually does a pretty dang good job. Like, this is one of those things where it's like, even if I didn't know what flavor it was supposed to be, I could call it. 100% I think I would call it. Because you have that, like, unmistakable lime kind of citrus hit. And then on top of that, you just have, like, this sort of underlying kind of sweet, almost creamy kind of flavor. You know, it's very unique. It's why key lime pies are, you know, iconic for what they are. So, for them to go over there and capture that and put it into an energy drink, it's not bad. That's worth some kudos. I mean, I like this one. It's really flavorful. I love citrusy kind of drinks, so that works to its benefit for me. And then, like, the 0 sugar aspect, maybe a tiny bit. I've mentioned this before, but, we have gotten a lot better at masking the zero sugar element in our drinks so it's not as abrasive. This is definitely an instance where they did a very good job of that. Like, I'm not really getting much of the zero sugar, and even then, like, I'm really starting to have to search for it, I think if I were just drinking it normally, I would just be completely oblivious to it. I mean, you know what? I mean, I could have made a crack with that first flavor of this that I reviewed, about this is why Bang went under, even though it's obviously not the case. But, I mean, it's like, well, but this is why Bang actually managed to go over there and, get their little hooks into things, and why they became a little bit of a name brand kind of energy drink, because it's like they came up with some fun flavors, and, not all of them were going to hit exactly, but a lot of them actually did, and this one does with that. I like it. It's flavorful. Having the citrus aspect gives it sort of like a refreshing kind of taste to it. It's a little tart, but I would say for me personally, it's probably around the perfect level of tartness, where it's not tart to the point of being actively sour. I'm not like puckering or anything. And at the same time, you have the sweetness to create that contrasting flavors, which if you watch my show, I love a lot. So, I'm down with it. Two questions have to be asked, though. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I don't even know if this shit is available anymore, because, like I said, I have not seen it since that one day. But, excuse me. Woo! Sorry, that was impolite, but it had to happen. There was no way that wasn't gonna, If I did run into it again, would I potentially get it again? Yes. I'm going to go with yes. It would not be my go-to energy drink. There are definitely quite a few that would be in front of it, but I would actually go over there. I would say, if like, here's like dead center, basically, and above this line are the energy drinks that I'm partial to, and the ones below it are the ones that I'm not. I would say that, like, this definitely doesn't make it up into, like, the upper echelon, but it's, like, firmly into, like, the good energy drink status for me. So, it wouldn't be a go-to. There's quite a few I would get before it, but at the same time, I wouldn't be mad if I picked it up. And I could see it as being something where, like, at least occasionally, I would actually just be like, you know what, I really want that one. If I'm recommending it to people, I would recommend it. I really would. About the only people who might take issue with it, I would think, would be just, people who just don't like the lime aspect. Because that's definitely pretty prominent. But I mean, like, even if you're somebody who maybe you're not into, like, tart stuff, I think you could get away with this, because the sweetness and the tartness do a pretty good job of sort of balancing themselves out. And it's tasty, and it does a good job of emulating what it's supposed to taste like. So, I'll give it due where it's due. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, Monday, mental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year, folks. You go over there, have yourselves a truly key lime pie-tastic rest of your life, because, I mean, key lime pie is key lime pie, folks. I haven't had key lime pie in a long time. I should get some key lime pie sometime. And I'd love to get, like, proper key lime pie, like from, because I think it's from Florida, right? I'm pretty sure. Oh, man. That would be the business. But anyway, final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not as possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. What you're going to do, folks, you're going to try not to be an asshole. For it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole, especially, the world we live in. It can be fraught with struggles and frustration, even tragedy at times. And it really can be difficult and very stressful, and it's a hell of a thing, folks. Actually, just earlier today, I happened to be dicking around on my Facebook feed, and I noticed that, one of my Facebook friends who I've had, for a little while, hadn't seen anything from him lately, and I went onto his page, and it turned out that he'd actually passed away a couple months ago at the time that I'm doing this, and man, that really sucked, that definitely kind of fucked up my day a little bit. We weren't super close or anything, but, enjoyed certain similar stuff, and, you know, we'd occasionally chat about said stuff. You know, he seemed like a good dude with a lot of great people in his life, and, you know, it's unfortunate that that person's no longer around, you know. But when we do run into situations in our life that are maybe distressing or, you know, harmful in some way, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us, especially because we're only here for so long. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, in light of, you know, the thing that I was just talking about, here's what I want you to do. You know, just try to, I'm not going to tell you, like, you know, live your best life or, you know, make the most of it. It's like, folks, first of all, I'd be the biggest hypocrite in the world if I fucking said that, because I'm definitely not living my best life. But, you know, try to, whenever possible, you know, try to savor it. Because, again, you know, we only have so much time on, you know, this planet, and, you know, we leave a lot of impact in other people's lives. And if it can be a positive thing, and it can be, you know, something good for, you know, the world and for the people who love you, and, you know, like, let that be the thing that defines you. Because there are far too many people in the world who are far too happy to be assholes, you know, and just live it up. And I mean, I'm not telling anybody how to live their life, but, you know, it's just, man, why take away, you know? I don't know. That's just how I see it. Anyway, I know I'm kind of going off on a little bit of a thing. I'm just kind of, you know, in that mood right now. But anyway, have a good one, folks. Bye.